do you think of cops?
I think cops think they're God's children, and yeah, they're not God's children.
Do you think that cops take advantage of their powers?
Yes, because they be doing stuff that's illegal all the time. And like if a black person, not just black, but most of them, if a black person's driving and they get pulled over, the cop will most likely take them out and kill them because the cops will take advantage of them.
What do you think of cops?
I think cops are amazing. They're a force and power of the United States. It's like, they're really cool, and I'm definitely being a cop when I get older because cops are like enforce the laws and they follow the laws, and they're amazing.
It's like a teenager different.
Yeah, I think they see teens as trouble, but we're not trouble. We're just trying to chill.
What do you think of police?
I don't really like police like that, you know.
Do you think cops are dirty?
Yeah, because they be like trying to plant stuff on you, trying to get you out.
Do you think cops look at teens differently?
Yeah, because like we're younger and like they don't think we know how to like behave and like stuff like that.
Right. Do you think cops are racist?
I mean, like, yeah, sometimes I think they're like racist, but I don't know.
And what do you think? Do you think cops can speed without the lights on?
No, they shouldn't be able to because we can't speed. That's something, yeah.
Alright then, we're good.
What do you think when you see a cop speeding with their headlights off?
I think they're being hypocrites because they shouldn't be speeding no matter what. It's against the law.
Cops that take either racism or brutality to an extreme.
In certain cases, but most of the time, I don't think so. They're just, if they feel threatened, I mean, if I saw like a big guy running towards me, I'd probably hit him or something, spray him, or I don't know, shoot him or something. I mean, because you have to worry about your personal safety, and that instinct, like fight or flee, comes in. It's like, oh, I have a gun, so pop, pop. So yeah.
What do you think of police?
Police are just like normal people to me. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, but like it's normal people.
Do you think cops can speed without their lights on?
Hell no, cops can't see without their lights on. Because if I can't do it, why can't they?
Right,
You know?
exactly. Do you think cops are dirty?
Some cops are dirty. Not all cops. Some cops have good intentions. Others don't. Others kind of like abuse their power a little bit just because they got a gun in the badge. They
Right.
kind of think they can do whatever.
Right. Do you think cops look at teens differently?
Yeah, I think teens, especially in Calvert County, we got a bad reputation, like, because some of the stuff that other people have done. So
Right.
every time they see a group of teenagers together, they think we're trying to drink or smoke or something like that. And
Yeah,
half the
exactly.
time, that's not even the case.
Do you think cops are racist?
Some cops are racist. I mean, I'm not saying that just because I'm an African American male, but like, it's like the proof is in the pudding. Like, look, turn on the news, and you can see that kind of stuff everywhere.
Alright, that's it. Thank you, man.
No problem.
Do you think cops should be able to speed without their license on?
No, I don't, and I know they do it anyway. They may seem like they're hypocrites, but I don't think they should. No.
Cops are racist?
No, I don't think cops are racist, and I think that whole thing is just retarded. Because if one African American person does one bad thing, and police get involved, they automatically think it's racism, and it's not. I think that's just dumb.
Do you have any experience with cops?
Yeah, they harass me sometimes.
Alright.
Yeah.
When you see a cop speeding, what do you think?
I think that they shouldn't speed without their lights because it's against the law. So why should they do it? They should follow the law like we should.
Alright,
Have you ever been in contact with the cops?
Do I answer now? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Wait. Yes.
And then what happened? Yeah.
Okay. I got into a fight, and they were gonna arrest me, and they didn't.
Do you feel like they treated you differently than they would treat anyone else doing the same thing?
Not really.
Like, were they nice or were they like aggressive?
No, they were mean
or,
as shit.
yeah. Do you think it's because you were a teenager or just because of what you did? When you see a teenager driving a vehicle, do you look for driving faults in them more than an adult driver?
No, not at all. As an officer, when you're traveling the road and you see a traffic violation, more times than not, you don't see who the actual driver is. So most of the time, as an officer, you're looking for the the infraction, and then from that, you make the stop. So no.
Okay. If a teenager and an older person were both speeding, who would you pull over?
It kind of goes in line with the same thing. You won't usually necessarily know who's driving the vehicle. Although if a teenager is driving fast, many times I would pull that teenager over and just ask them to slow down. Likewise, it'd be odd for an older person to be driving fast. Therefore, you would pull him over for the same reason.
Okay. Have you ever been involved in a party bust? If so, how old were the majority of the partiers, and what actions did you take to end the party?
Yes, so that was a pretty common thing where I worked. We worked a lot of apartment complexes, and parties were pretty common in that area. Typically, the age would be teens to 20s. And typically what we would do is we'd go there and try to find out who the leaseholder was of the apartment, and really just ask them to turn the music down and kind of dial it down. And we would do that first, and most of the time that would happen. If they didn't turn it down and we ended up getting a call back, we usually would have to shut the party down.
What do you think in your mind when you see a group of teenagers walking late at night?
Once again, so where I worked, that was not an uncommon thing to see a bunch of teenagers walking late at night. I don't think anything any different than a group of adults walking late at night. If it is very late at night, it wouldn't be uncommon for me to stop them, see what's going on, see where they're headed, and if they had a good reason to where they were to be, I'd let them continue on. If they couldn't come up with a good reason, we would investigate that further. But that's not necessarily an uncommon thing to have the kids walking at late at night.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
That's all. Okay. How do you feel about the claims being made that police are racially profiling young African Americans?
Well, I think nowadays that the police departments in our country have come a long way with racial profiling. There's a lot of classes that officers are sent to now, and I don't necessarily think that goes on as much as it used to from years ago.
Okay. When you see a teacher driving a vehicle, I said teacher, I meant teenager. Can we just restart because that's embarrassing?